Today at Let's Talk Marketplace, we talked about
what happened in the marketplace world in July.
Zalando's takeover of About You is now official, and ChatGPT is becoming a marketplace. Yikes.
Have fun listening.
Let's Talk Marketplace.
The Marketplace podcast with Ingrid and Valerie Dichtel.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Marketplace. I'm Ingrid, and with me as always is Valerie. Hi Valerie, how are you doing today?
Hi everyone. Well, what are we talking about today, Ingrid? I'm really tired. It's like really early in the morning, like 9 a.m. for podcast recording is way too early for me.
Early for us. That's not the normal thing, but let's still try to see if we get some energy going here today. Anyway, but I think I've got some energy inducing stuff for you because I thought we could do, it's the end of July nearly, so we could do another news review and see what's happened in the marketplace world in the last weeks before, everyone packs off and is on holiday and won't be reading any news.
Yeah, well, to be very honest, so if I have a look in my out of office, like in my email, I got a lot of like out of office replies in my inbox. True, yeah. So I think summer is already quite on the way for a lot of like marketplace people. But sure, hit me with your news lady.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think the first thing that people should take notice of, even if they are off to holiday, is what AI is doing in the marketplace field. We have been talking about that on and off over the last podcast episodes again and again, but I think things could turn out quite, get a new kind of energy and speed going because it seems that ChatGPT is secretly testing out native shopping features. They've been piloting a shopping feature and that lets users search for products and complete purchases within the chat interface. So you just tell ChatGPT, I want to go and shop some, new bathing suit for my holiday. And then ChatGPT does not only the search for it and gives you a few alternatives, but it can also do the final purchase. And that is because the tool seems to have an integration with Stripe for checkout. And it also includes rich product listings. So that is basically an AI-powered marketplace.
Okay, that's really crazy because I think the last times we talked about it, we didn't took it very serious.
Oh, I did, but I didn't think it would take off that fast.
Yeah, okay, that fast. Yeah, that would be my another argument. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, oh, okay, that's going fast. I mean, if I have a look how I use ChatGPT, I also asked them like, hey, I need a bathing suit for, I don't know, like this and that. And then can you please give me brand names or something? So this is like my first approach already. But to buy it directly in ChatGPT, that's a really new level. And I think this will also evolve then pretty fast. And we're getting used to it, I think.
Of course. I mean, just look at how you are using AI at the moment, like for nearly everything in your daily life. And so if it can offer you now, okay, I will purchase the stuff for you as well. Why not? Yeah, we'll see. But strangely enough, not everyone is happy about that. For example, last week, Shopify did some moves to limit AI agents' access to their shops, which I find really interesting because they have added some new line to its default robots text file. And that is basically blocking access of AI-based shopping agents. I have no idea because I'm really not into the programming stuff of that. So I have no idea how that works and how reliable this is. But it seems they are really trying to keep out all these buy with AI bots that are taking off. So it seems Shopify wants to keep the purchase in their own shop and
of course
keep the customers in their own shop, for example.
Of course, yeah. So that will be quite interesting. Like it really feels like a bit like Amazon in the beginning where everyone was like, oh, there's like this big new one. No, we don't want to be there. No, we don't want to get them access. And now everyone is at Amazon almost. But that's really quite interesting what's happening there.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah. And also I think I read it with, was it Juzo Koziuniaks or something. I think the founder of Marketplace Maze, I think. He wrote lately on LinkedIn, everyone wants to build AI bots to go shopping for you, but they don't want to let them into their stores. The same thing is with Amazon and Buy with Me, or Buy for Me, it's called. They are really hot on building this technology, but I think they're not as hot as letting in, for example, ChatGPT bot to purchase on Amazon. And so this is going to be really hot and interesting.
Yeah, that's true. And I think also that Amazon is doing it the right way right now, because they have already like their shop and the products there, and they just added an AI agent within their own business, which you can ask like, okay, I need this and that. Give me an example, or like give me a product out of the catalog you already have, right? I think that approach is much easier than the other way around, to come from the outside and think like, oh, now they will do the checkout all with our tool. I don't think so, because there's like so much more in the background than just the checkout, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and still stuff needs to be brought to the consumer in the end, to the customer. And so all this area is something that AI is not covered, not covering. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah. And we'll not only see that, we will also talk about it, because in a few weeks' time here on Let's Talk Marketplace, we have a debate with German e-commerce evangelist Stefan Wenzel, who has been talking about agentic e-commerce on the K5 conference in Berlin in June. And then I invited him to join us on the podcast to debate that. When I invited him, this new approach by ChatGPT wasn't known yet. So I'm really interested to hear what he has to say about that. Yeah, so that was that. And I've got some more news after a very quick break.
Selling internationally sounds easy, but the reality is often tells a different story. Because shipping abroad is not the same as being truly ready to scale across borders. That's why our partner eBay has put together a super helpful white paper that tackles the big question: is your business really ready to go international?
The white paper helps you check out your international readiness with a detailed checklist and gives you concrete advice on pricing, customer service, inventory, returns, and even how to identify the right markets and products. One highlight: with the eBay product research tool, you can analyze 3 years of sales data by country and by category, and that means less guesswork for you and more strategy.
And if you want to take it step by step, you can start by simply activating international shipping on your German eBay listings. No new content needed, automatic translation included. So if cross-border commerce is on your radar, download the free white paper From Germany to the World by eBay. The link is in the show notes.
Okay, let's continue with some more news. There has been some interesting figures leaked to the Swiss outlet Inside Paradeplatz, which is a news outlet in Switzerland. And they got some internal figures about Digitec Galaxus, and especially about their internationalization, because the Swiss marketplace has put all its internationalization efforts into its German daughter, Galaxus.de. And that, it seems, according to the figures that were leaked, posted some losses of 49 to 61 million euros in 2023. So deep in the red. But still, Galaxus is holding fast to their internationalization strategy. They just, I think this year sometime, we reported in our news that they will keep on trying to make internationalization profitable, at least until 2029. So they are still confident, even if at the moment it's more like, I don't know, a cash coffin.
Well, I mean, your headline was Galaxus Germany still deep in red, right? To make it more specific on Germany. And I think they really grow, and they also realize, okay, we need to push money in the market if we want to grow and start there. Because, I mean, Germany is already pretty covered from different other marketplaces. And overall, I would say they are really pushing the gas and and giving power into the market. So that's quite interesting.
Yeah, and also pushing a lot of effort in marketing. They have full billboard campaigns running all over all over Germany. Basically, I see them everywhere. But yeah, we'll see if that works out.
And growth is always like needed by like some support money, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah, but they have been putting a lot of money into this internationalization, I think, since 2022 or something. So yeah, but well. Okay, so that was Galaxus. Moving over to another international player, and that's Tesco. British supermarket chain and online marketplace. So far, the Tesco marketplace has been a classic drop shipment platform. So retailers can list their products there and sell them, but they have to take care of shipping themselves. And now that seems to change because Tesco's has opened a big distribution center near Southampton, like a really big one. They can distribute 600,000 orders per day, and it is intended to handle mostly marketplace SKUs. So yeah, there seems to be a new FBA competitor coming along, maybe from Tesco's. We'll see.
Well, I would say, the UK is like quite well in online marketplace business and e-commerce overall, and pretty much covered. And I think if Tesco wants like to really stay in the game and be compatible, they really need to push that forward. And that's what they do, right? But I would not say that they are like getting bigger than Amazon, but it's like a different target group as well, right? So
yeah, I think it could make things easier for international sellers that want to address the British market, because due to the difficulties around Brexit and all the things that are connected with that, it is much easier to sell in the UK if you have your products already in a British warehouse.
Yeah, definitely.
So that might make things a lot easier for people that want to work with Tesco's. Yeah, okay. That was those. I've got two more after another short break.
We would like to introduce you to our new partner and sponsor, Base. As a SaaS e-commerce solution provider originally founded 2006 in Poland, the platform offers features such as automations for order management, inventory management, and fulfillment. A marketplace management tool for lots and lots of B2B and B2C channels, and great integration options to include other backend tools in real time.
Base is present in 11 countries, including Germany, the US, Brazil, China, and the United Kingdom, and also many countries in Europe, of course. The solution is already used by companies such as Obi or Kercher, MediaMarkt, Samsung, Decathlon, Intersport, or Develay.
If you would like to learn more about Base, join us at our Connect event with Base on September 17th in Cologne. There you can network and get to know Base in a relaxed atmosphere with good food. You will find a link to register in the show notes, and I would be happy to see you there.
Absolutely. Okay, moving on with the news. I think the one that was most interesting to your fashion bubble was that Zalando's takeover by About You, which they announced, I think, last December. Yeah, in December. Now finally got greenlit from the EU, so it's official. The EU Commission has approved the takeover. The deal has been valued at around 1.2 billion euros. And now the two fashion platforms can actually go on with their merger. And I think you took a look into some information that partners got from Zalando, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, now together they are serving around 65 million customers across Europe with the merger. There are so many open questions. About You announced their new Seller Central, where it's like easier to onboard with fashion brands and smaller ones. Zalando is more closing up for new brands. I mean, there's like so much up and forth. There's like About You, who is not canceling their fulfillment by About You service, but pushing that into Zeos from Zalando. They're like many like first time pushes, I would say. We have still no clue what will happen with wholesale partners, with terms and conditions, as well in the wholesale business, as well as in the marketplace business. They want to align one stock pool. And this is already, I mean, one stock pool. Then there's the big question, okay, like from like which end do I stock for which marketplace? Or, I mean, there are so many open questions, and I'm pretty sure that they internally still don't have all the answers, I'm pretty sure. But there are many rumors, but also many insecurities, like news pushing on the one hand, and let's see how it will evolve. But it's like it feels a bit like the salami tactic. I mean,
yeah, it does. And just to be clear, we did ask. Yeah, we did ask them about all these questions about, okay, what's happening now and what's going on here. And they basically told us, we can't say anything yet. So
it's like too early.
Like in negotiations between the two big companies that were, because due to all this mergers running along and the debates with the EU Commission, were not able to actually get talking with each other beforehand. So this is starting now. Yeah. So let's see.
Yeah, I think we will have this topic more often in our news.
Yes, I think so. Definitely. Yeah, and some other marketplace news, which I found interesting, Bol.com. They, as you might know, if you've been following our podcast, they opened last year their doors to EU sellers much more easily, because beforehand it was really difficult to get onboarded on Bol, and now they are much more open to that. And they are continuing in this path, because they just announced that they are now also open for sellers from outside the European Union. And around 100 non-EU merchants are expected to onboard in 2025, but they have to store their products within Europe. So that is like the main condition for that. And the Dutch market is very interesting. It's a very interesting e-commerce market. So I have no doubt that a lot of non-EU sellers would be interested to start on Bol. I'm not sure what to make of it, I have to say.
To be very honest, I mean, Bol was always like pretty restricted, but now the case is that they really opened up. Before, for example, before they opened for Europeans, they were like, you need to do customer service in Dutch. And then the brands are like, great, we're not speaking Dutch.
How do I do that?
And now it's like much easier to do it in English, etc. There's so much support system. What I really like about Bol is that they have, if they are bigger accounts, that they have a personal contact person which you can write and talk to. And speaking about all the Amazon sellers, they would love to have sometimes a partner to speak to say like, hey, we have this issue, can you support us? And for me, it seems that Bol does it very thoughtful and step by step. It's not like they want to have like thousands non-EU sellers and merchants. They are more, okay, let's take it step by step and try it out, and then they adjust. And this is what I like about Bol.
That is true. And also because that are now 100 non-EU merchants are expected to onboard. That's a figure coming from Bol themselves.
Yeah.
So, and that shows that they are not flooding the platform with Chinese sellers now. It's just they are still very picky, still trying out things and going slowly.
And I mean, non-EU does not especially mean just Chinese.
No, but they did write that they are also open to Chinese sellers as well.
Okay.
Yeah, this is really all over, like global actually. Yeah. So,
but still, they have their values and like restrictions and all, and to be able to enter as a merchant. So yeah,
obviously. Yeah. And these were actually my news for today.
Oh, that's
So
a light summer version.
Yeah, things are definitely slowing down as summer comes, I think. And this is, I think, why we will not do a news episode in August, but do one in September after the holidays, because I don't think we're going to have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I think so too. So, and in general, Let's Talk Marketplace will also slow down a bit over the summertime. We come to you with bi-weekly deep dives on great topics such as agentic commerce, social commerce, and how to use community to further your marketplace business and to connect with each other. Yeah, so there's a lot of things still coming, but a bit more relaxed.
Bit more relaxed, yeah. And some topics that you might like to ponder at the beach or at the poolside, if you ask me. So, yeah. So, best subscribe to our podcast today on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or YouTube so that you don't miss out on our summer deep dives.
Yeah. So, thanks for listening today. Bye-bye and have a great summer.
Bye-bye. You listen to Let's Talk Marketplace,
the Marketplace podcast with Ingrid and Valerie Dichtel.